Hello student. Uh, Today we shall discuss the application of data warehouse. But before discussing data warehouse, first we should know that what is data and what is data warehouse. A process of transforming data into information and making it available to the user in timely enough manner to make a difference. A normal collection of data the is not the information until unless it is processed as per certain rules or in organized way. When the data is transformed transformed in such a organized way that it produces some useful information, then it's called information. So our data is transformed into information uh, in a timely via data warehouse and by analyzing, as we know have read it about in the OLAP tools, which analyze the large set of data and give us the valuable informations. It is a relational or multi-dimensional database management system designed to support management decision making. As we know that data warehouses are used to handle multi-dimensional databases, and it can analyze, aggregate, and generalize and associate certain variable to help the management to take a better decision. Data, a data warehouse is a copy of transactional data, is specifically structured for querying and reporting. These, the large size of data collected from the different heterogeneous sources, is collected and it's reorganized, it's integrated in such a way that we can produce a better query processing over it and could produce data and report data and produce data to the client in a better way. And administrator can take a better view of the whole system in a very short span of time and make a better decision. Then technique for assembling and managing data from various sources for the purpose of answering business questions, thus making decisions that were not previously possible. This, as this is used, data warehouse used to assemble data from different heterogeneous source, and it organized, it integrated in such an efficient way that we can take a whole look, large, a broad look. We can take a look of the broad view of the data spread over different geographical region or various fields, and we can, this helps us in taking a better decisions. But so there are certain characteristics a data warehouse follow must follow. These are that it should be subject oriented, integrated, time variant, and non-volatile. The data warehouse should be specific about its subject, uh, and these subjects doesn't cover an area in actually, but it's about its particular specific operations of a company, kind of operations that are going on in the company, the category of operations. So the category of information is considered as the subject oriented operation. So they are labeled as a subject, they are labeled under, and then these are a data warehouse design keeping in mind those kind of operation. And so this, in this way, the data warehouse is subject oriented. As we all know that it should be properly integrated, as we collect, data warehouse is constructed by collecting lots of data from different heterogeneous source which are very far away from each other, and because of that there may exist some amount of redundancy also, and to integrate it in an efficient way so that the least amount of redundancy exists and there is no uh, inconsistency in this data, we need to properly integrate it, and we should integrate in such a data cubes proper way that we can get instant aggregation or generalization over the data in efficient way. The third point, time variant. As we know that the data is stored on heterogeneous source and the same copy may exist in more than one system. So actually we can say that there are redundancy in data. To differentiate the data that we use time stamping over it, so that we can differentiate between the data which are quite similar to each other. They may be quite 100% same to each other, or they may be quite different, but depending upon the time we differentiate by using a data on basis of the time with which it is associated, or at the time at which it was collected. So it would be time variant, and it would be specifically defined over the different copies of the data. And next one, the very important, non-volatile. As we know that data warehouses are used to handle or store historical data also. So it keeps its data, it stores its data for a very long time, or most of the data is stored in it, and nothing is deleted from the data warehouse. More data is added, but the data is never removed. So its size keeps on increasing, and this so data warehouse should be handled to able to manage such a huge amount of data. So these are the basic four properties: the subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, and non-volatile that a data warehouse must hold. Then next, I shall discuss about the brief history of the data warehouse. First, in 1960, General Mills and Dartmouth College, a joint researcher, developed the term dimension and the facts. And in 1970, ASN Nielsen and IRI provided dimensional data mart for the retail sales. During 1983, Teradata introduced a database management system specifically designed for precision support. And 5 years later, in 1988, Barry Devlin and Paul Murphy published the article in which the IBM system, in IBM System Journal, where they introduced the term business data warehouse. So since 1988, the actual term data warehouse came into existence. And after that, it has become a very booming field, and it's developing in a very fast way. So first, we should know that there are certain differences that exist between OLTP and data versus data warehouse. It's not the normal database transaction, online transaction processing, but data warehouse there is a little bit of difference in normal data warehouse and normal online transactional processing. As online transactional processing are application oriented, whether the data warehouse are subject oriented. The applications can handle a number of actions and a variety of actions, where it is particular subject oriented. It is used, OLTP is used to run normal business transactions, but warehouse are basically used to analyze the business to make a better decisions. OLTP considers the detailed data, and it's maintain actual all the keep in mind all the data or transactions held up to that time. But warehouse generally summarize the similar kind of transaction or related transaction and refine and produce a relatively concise form of data, and which is produced after refining all these data. We can say that it is produced after refining all this data. The on one hand, OLTP use current up-to-date data, and warehouse use the snapshot data. It's not the actual current, only the current data, but it's a snapshot of data. It's OLTP holds only the isolated data, means they collect data from a single source or system, and while the data warehouse collect from the multiple systems or which are heterogeneous in nature. OLTP systems are used for clerical use, whereas the data warehouses are used for managerial purpose and to take them, to give them a better view of the system in a very short span of time. The size of the data in the OLTP is 100 MB to 100 GB, where in data warehouse the size is so huge that it's normally 100 GB or up to few terabytes. normally OLTP transactions are handled by the many of the user access these processes at a time, thousands of users access at a time, but data warehouse are generally accessed by limited number of users. They are limited number of users, only few hundreds use at a time at max. And in OLTP, up OLTP no data, there exists no data redundancy. But in case of warehouse, data redundant copies may exist up to a limit, not very much, but up to a limit. And in OLTP system, only a few records can be accessed at a time. But in case of data warehouse, very large volumes, very huge, up to millions can be accessed at a time. And it performs batch processing mostly. So this is the difference between normal OLTP and data warehouse. So we have studied that what is data warehouse, the collection of data. It's four properties, basic four properties: subject oriented, integrated, time variant, and non-volatile. And after that, we have differentiated it from the OLTP. So basically we can say that the data warehouse is very huge amount of data from 100 GB to few terabytes. It's perform batch processing. It supports a limited amount of redundancy, and it's used for taking better decisions, and it provides us a summarized and refined view of the data and an integrated view of data. So this was the small overview of data warehouse, and now we shall discuss about the different evolution of the organizational use of data warehouse. In it, we shall find out that there are basically four categories of data warehouse. These four are offline operational databases, offline data warehouse, real-time data warehouse, and integrated data warehouse. In offline operational database, as we know that they stores the historical data also. So due to increasing size of data, what we do, we use the older or historical copies of the data to another server, and because we make space for new upcoming data. By putting our data to the historical data or data that is not frequently accessed on other server, does not very much affect the processing speed of the data warehouse, but it helps in data warehouse to store more amount of data. So the historical amount of data that are stored on some other server are connected to the data warehouse, and it can be easily processed. Okay. And the second category, offline data warehouse. In offline data warehouse, the data is stored, we store historical data, but we also save the current data also. But the data does not update it as immediately. Instead of it, data are updated on a regular interval. This updation on regular interval makes it little bit kind. We can say that it is offline at its mode. It's not online. So this is kind of data warehouse are called offline data warehouse, in which data is updated on a regular interval, not immediately. The third category, real-time data warehouse. In this category, the data is instantly updated every time any updation is done by the operational system or perform a transaction. So here we perform instant updation. The next category, integrated data warehouse. In integrated data warehouse, we perform the instant updation in the data warehouse, but besides this, if the aggregation, integrated view of the data has changed, then we pass this information to the operational system connected to the data warehouse, so that they can update the overall summary sheet. So this is called the integrated data warehouse, so that every update done on the system can be transferred to all over the system connected via the network. So these are the four categories: offline operational database, offline data warehouse, real-time data warehouse, integrated data warehouse. The next category is the application of the data warehouse. This is the data. Besides this, data warehouse keeps some metadata, the info data about data, in which we get the detailed overview of the data warehouse, that how much data is stored, what kind of data is stored, where they are actually stored. And the next is the application category. The data warehouse are used in a number of fields as airlines, banking, credit card, healthcare, investment and insurance, retail chain, telecommunication, personal care, and public sector. In airlines, we can get the how much load is on the route, what is the passenger to flight ratio, yeah, on a line, what would it be profitable for us uh, to start a new plane on a lane or not, what are the frequency of a person who travels from between two cities, so we can give them better offer so that he prefer our airlines. In banking similarly, for we can uh, get the overall view of the system, the money or cash deposit the bank has, or the cash reserve, and the updated transaction, if or we can track all the system with the linked Aadhaar card or something else like that. And similarly, these are the operations. Similarly, in card case, any system or credit card barred, or any defaulters, or any bonus points to the customer can be properly done with help of data warehouse only, because where a huge amount of data or persons are related, the huge amount of information can only be stored via data warehouse. So similarly, in healthcare, investment and retail chain, also in retail chain we can get the buy, we can apply the buying pattern analysis by performing the normal data warehouse functions like classifying, clustering, associations rule, etc. And optimal distribution, we can find out the optimal distribution channel, pricing policy, inventory control, sales promotion, trend analysis using data warehouse. In this case, investment and assurance, this can be used for handling the risk management, market movement analysis, customer tendencies analysis, and portfolio management. And in healthcare, it's used for reduction of operational expenses. In personal care also, it can be used for product promotion, distributed decision, sales decision, and pricing policy. And in a case of the telecommunication, it can be used for the new product and service promotion, reduction of the IS budget, and profitability analysis. So that these are the few functions of data warehouse, and this is all about the data warehouse and its applications. Thanks for joining.